Sam Avery watching the game this afternoon. Just briefly on Fred Onyedinma. I mean, that could be a cracking signing for the Chairboys. We've seen what he's capable of. Didn't really hit it. Hit it fully in the Premier League, and that was asking quite a lot of not just him but a lot of Luton players. But in League One for the Chairboys, he's done it before, and let's hope he can do it again, Sam.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good signing for both Wycombe and probably Onyedinma as well. He strikes me as a player who probably needs to be the main man. Everything's got to go through him, and he showed that during all of his spells with Wycombe so far. When he's the main man and he's on it, he can be the difference, certainly at this level of football. His career had somewhat stagnated, I guess, at Luton Town, especially when they won promotion to the Premier League. He was never going to be in the first team picture, and he made a few appearances in the Premier League, but I felt like his career needed a bit of a reignition, and I think he should find that at Wycombe.
Well, that's a great shout. And this afternoon, Northampton, the opponents, Wycombe. How would you assess the start? I mean, we do this at the beginning. We kind of look at it and we think, well, lots of factors involved. Maybe a couple of injuries here, gelling of a few new players together. If Matt Bloomfield was to take all 3 points this afternoon, you'd say the season had started well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think today is a really good yardstick for Wycombe because they've had such a tricky start to the season. Wrexham, Birmingham. I said to Justin Dealey earlier, Birmingham have been described as the Real Madrid of League One by Steve Evans this week. And then you've got Rotherham and Blackpool as well to start the season. Plus, of course, the cup game against Swansea City in August. So it was a really difficult start to the season for Wycombe. And actually 4 points from those 4 games is actually quite a decent return. But I think today will be a really good yardstick of where Wycombe really are. And hopefully they should, we should know that over the coming kind of weeks and months as they play teams who are a little bit more at their level sort of on paper.
Let's find out about the League One game that started at 12:30, and a really good result for the Chairboys, winning by 2-1 against Northampton. And Sam, I tell you what, you just look at the league position, healthier, and we said, didn't we, victory today, and it would be a decent start to the season. Did they deserve all 3 points?
Yeah, they did. I thought they played well today, Wycombe. I said before the game this would be a good yardstick of where Wycombe are because of the tough start to the season. Actually, 4 points from those first 4 games that they had, they were all very tricky. It was a decent return, and they've now made it 7 with a win this afternoon. It was hairy at times, a few defensive mistakes. There was a mistake that led to Northampton's goal inside 4 minutes, but they turned things round. Udo in the first half, and then Kone's winner's really fortunate. It was a cross from the left. It was a mix-up between defence and goalkeeper. The ball just dropped at the feet of Kone a couple of yards out, who poked in. They should have made it safe later in the half. Dan Udo went through one-on-one but put it wide, and it meant for a nervy ending for Wycombe. But by and large they kept Northampton at arm's length, apart from a few defensive mistakes. But it was a really good performance on the whole today for Wycombe. And the big stat from this game is that it's the first time under Matt Bloomfield that Wycombe have turned around a deficit to win a football match.